All right, let's talk about. Sorry to sound like a broken record. At this point, I mean, we have to talk about it because it's the biggest, discussion point in markets and economics at the moment. But gosh, we sound like flipping broken records at this point. But we've got to cover it because this is getting pretty dire. This is getting pretty ridiculous. US inflation, Hamish, take us through.
Yeah.
When do we get the data? We got it on.
This actually came out on Thursday last week or Friday. Oh no, sorry. Actually, no, it was on Saturday.
Saturday last week.
Because it was my birthday. I think I said on the podcast.
Happy birthday, mate! Happy birthday!
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 24. So
24.
Yeah, I'm still on the good side of 25. So.
You are on the I'm on the bad side. I'm 27, so happy birthday. Did you? Sorry, just to derail the podcast for a bit. Did you do anything for your birthday?
Just caught up with some friends on Friday, so nothing too crazy.
Nice. Do you still get presents or nah? That time's over.
Yeah, some small presents from family, but nothing crazy.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anyway, back to inflation.
Yeah. So my birthday gift from the Federal Reserve was the inflation data. So this is a little bit old, of course. You guys have seen this for a few days, but just to give you some details on it, the headline number, of course, was 8.6% annual US inflation, up from 8.3% recorded last month and the 8.5% recorded the month before. So of course, last month was a little bit of a dip, and everyone was like, "It's peaked. It's peaked, everyone."
Yeah.
It's on the way
down. Back down.
And of course,
back down to 2%, mate.
Yeah, I love that. Love that. I mean, we saw the same thing last year when it went to like 5.5%, and then it went down slightly for like 2 months or something.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, this is it. Jerome Powell decided not to update his inflation target, left it at 2%. He was like, here we go. Well, the rest of the year we're gone from 5% straight down. And no, it didn't happen. But so 8.6%. The monthly increase is kind of crazy, 1%, which is of course that's
jeez.
Yeah, that's half of the annual target. So 1%, massive. The second highest month-over-month increase after March 2022, which was of course just a couple of months ago. So
that's 12% annualized.
12%, yeah, right.
Annualized. Well, yeah.
Well, even more than that as well if you compound it. So 12 point something percent. So yeah, it's a pretty high pace. Year to date is always a fun one. Inflation is 3.95%. So basically at 4% inflation for the year. And how many months are we in? What are we up to now? 5 months?
This is This is data for last month, so it would have been 5.
So we've had 5 months we're at 4%. So we're basically tracking, on target for what the annual rate is at the moment, which is about 8%. So that was interesting. Jerome Powell, he has updated his inflation expectation. He's done it.
Has he?
For so long, he
2.1%?
Yeah, he's lowered it. No,
it was 2.4, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was 2.4.
2.4 to 2.5.
Yeah. No, but So at the start of the year, he said 2022 inflation would be 2.4%, and he left it at that up until this month. So he was really hopeful for a long time. Now, less so. He's gone. He's a little bit more realistic now. He's at 4.3%. So. How we're going to get to 4.3% when we're at 3.95 in the first 5 months, I don't know, but I don't expect anybody to understand the genius behind Jerome Powell's inflation projections.
It's just not right, is it?
It is kind of funny though. I laughed out loud a little bit when he said 4.3% because we're at 4%. I just don't understand.
He's just saying, okay, it's going to stop now.
It's just like that would be the most wrong number you could predict. I will bet anything that, well, I shouldn't say that. Get to the end of the year and I'll eat my words, but I would be extremely surprised if 4.3% is where we finish up for the end of the year. It's just
not going to be. That's just not it. That's
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, why wouldn't you at least just if you want to be conservative, sure, be conservative, but don't say a figure that's just obviously not correct, I mean, if we're at, what are we now? 3.95 and it's going to get to 4.3. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it would have
We've still got seven months of reporting of this figure to go.
Yeah, there would have to be some serious kind of deflation. And I guess it's possible that comes from the energy market, which has been extremely inflated. Possibly that some of that supply side shock is relieved, and that actually causes a decline in energy, bringing everything, back down. But, we'll see what happens. In terms of energy, it was the biggest driver again of inflation. Fuel oil was the biggest single increase, which was 16.9% month over month. The annual increase in fuel oil is 106.7%.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's literally doubled in price, and everyone's kind of seen that across the economy, and it's directly in petrol and gasoline prices. But it also it affects everything, right? It affects the costs of food and pretty much everything in manufacturing. So.